Hey, how you guys doing? Mr. Wikishad here, back again with another reaction video. And today we'll be watching one or two clips of police interactions with other races other than black to see how they fare. Like I said in the past one, a lot of people have said, and media have like to make it seem as if just follow what the police say. 9 times out of 10, if you're white, they always make it out alive, and they're just after blacks. They really want to kill you guys regardless of what you do, and that's who they want to kill, right? They're just that's all it is, and we're gonna see instances if that's the case, and a lot of the people in these situation, nobody have heard of the story or seen it on TV because, as I said, the media don't like to put stuff out there that don't help their cause. If it doesn't fit the narrative of blacks, of white officers killing, a black unarmed citizen, they don't care. If it's just a white killing another white, it's not newsworthy. It's not enough to draw in viewers with. So a lot of these stuff I never saw. They're new to me right now as well because I always went with the narrative. I believe the narrative as well that if you're white, you're just gonna survive all those situations. 10 out of 10, 9 out of 10. With the odd one here or there, if they're like really, really in my head where they made me believe where only if you're white and you're really aggressive and you literally try to attack a cop is the only way they're gonna hurt you. That's the only way I saw. Like I'm like, there's no way a cop's gonna hurt a white person or any other race that just follow the command and do anything. They just only want to do that with us black people. So we're going to see another video that disprove that narrative that a lot of people try to push, mainly the liberals or whichever place you normally see that at. I don't know who controls it, but we'll watch this one right now because I haven't heard any justice or any demand for um you know s- uh something to be done in honor of these people. There's no protesting for these people. There's no statue or stuff being painted on the wall in the name of these people that died brutality to the hands of the cops. And most of us in the black community never even heard of these people and never even seen it on the news. And if there is one or two news outlet that carried it just not something that you see to the level of what you see going on with the George Floyd type of stuff. You don't see it, so it just tells you that it's not newsworthy if it doesn't have to do with race, so and these policing thing that we're seeing is just down to pure evil. This will help you understand that, listen, it goes deeper than just cops out there killing them because you're black. When you do this level of killing to people of other races and your race, you're just pure evil, and true evil don't care about the color of your skin. They just want blood. And that's what the problem is, and that's what we have to put in our heads and figure out a way to get these evil entities out of the form, out of the policing unit, and keep them out and put them where they belong, behind bars. All right. So let's watch this video and we see what you guys thought of this interaction. And this one, if you thought the Rayshard Brook one was hard to watch, this is similar to that one, right? And this is even worse because it's not a black person. The last one was a white guy getting treated like George Floyd, and this one is an Hispanic kid. This is a teenager that had this happen to, right? This could have been anybody, and shows you how these guys don't care for any life. Let's go.
Disturbing new video is shedding light on a deadly 2017 police shooting of a teenage murder suspect as he tried to run away. Their surveillance video shows very clearly the 16-year-old climbing a fence and then falling to the ground after being shot. Now the teenager's parents are suing over his death. Our lead national correspondent David Begna was here now with more on this story. What are police saying? Because the video does not look good.
Well, so look, it's all going to come down to this civil lawsuit, and the jury's going to have to decide, was the shooting justified? There were three different separate agencies who investigated the case and ruled the shooting was justified. They said at the time the teenager, who was unarmed, was suspected of murder. But the family's lawyer says, just look at this tape. April 15th, 2017, 16-year-old Isaiah Marietta Golding leaps a fence and runs from the police after a traffic stop. He makes it 8 steps before an officer on the other side of the fence pulls the trigger and shoots him in the back of the head. Isaiah crumples to the ground. Police say there is more to this story than just how it ended.
Step out, hands up, hands up.
Body cam footage from one of the officers shows that it started about a minute earlier when a car that was driven by Isaiah's brother was stopped at a shopping center.
Walk backwards, backwards.
Both had been suspected of a deadly shooting that happened the day before.
Down on your knees. Down on your knees.
Isaiah takes off running. Police start chasing him across a road, then over the fence, and that's when you can hear the fatal shot. Sergeant Ray Villavazzo, the officer identified in the lawsuit as the one who pulled the trigger, said that during the chase, Isaiah reached for his weapon.
So, if you didn't think it got any worse, look at that. That's a sergeant, the person that you normally call when bad cops pull you over and to de-escalate the situation or to deter them, you call a sergeant. So, this shows you this type of stuff. It starts from the top. And the sergeant, the one that you would call and expect to lead by example, is the one that fired the single fatal shot to the back of a non-threatening person, a child, a teenager. Like, yeah, man, that's just wrong, bro. Like on any level, man. Like, and I tell you, bro, I think I saw that on the news like barely a while back. But like I said, anytime stuff like these happen, if it's not black, if it's not a black person that happened to like an unarmed killing, usually it doesn't get the notoriety. Um, and the coverage that you would usually see it should get. So a lot of these and like just like the other ones where people would see, oh, these cops when they kill black persons, they get off and because they're racist or the system is racist and all that stuff. And I'm like, in all of these videos, like the cops all get off regardless of who they kill. They all get cleared from any wrongdoing, even though it's a different race. Like, the problem goes from the top, man. It really goes from the top, and I'm like, that's how we need to switch focus on, from just trying to make it a race thing and buy it into what the media trying to do to start a race war and get us to demilitarize the police and have the country go into lawlessness and by removing police and whatnot. Like, that's a problem when it's just like the system that needs to be fixed or make it harder for these guys to survive in the force, or make it in there because like I said before, true evil, and I'm looking at it, coming at it from a Christian background and mindset, it's just pure evil. True evil don't care what you look like. It'll just, if they want you dead, you're gonna die. So, let's, not get fooled and get played by anybody and take this the way we should seriously and figure out a way to solve it, right? I'll see you in the next reaction video. You guys have a good one. Peace.